In the event of a water damage emergency, call PuroClean of Cenla.
Good morning, everyone. How's it going? It's foggy out there. Have you looked outside? It's pretty crazy. I'm about to show you that, but I'm going to show you the Christmas Eve ornament. This one tells another story about a quirk of mine as a kid. I loved the clocks. I needed to have that as I was going around the store. I loved weather, of course. I was addicted to fires. So this is showing my mom did counted cross stitch when I was a kid, and like a lot of it. So this is a fireplace, and you're thinking, oh, well, I mean, what little kid doesn't like fire and stuff like that? Well, Santa every year would bring me a cord of wood, a rick of wood. We called it a cord. I think they're probably similar. Anyway, so that was always a very exciting thing for me to get that wood, and then my parents, they got something to sustain them through the winter and got to call it a Christmas present. I like it. Toledo Bend is foggy. We have visibility's way down. I'm going to show you that in just. I mean, it does not get much foggier than that. I said that yesterday. I mean, I see nothing of the water tower out there this morning. So incredibly thick fog. We have a dense fog advisory in effect until 10 o'clock. We have nothing really showing up on radar. So not too much going on. Out west, it's been just an endless stream of rain and snow and craziness. There's winter storm watches up in Pennsylvania. That's where all the cold air is going to be shoving over the next several days. And for us, we have a dense fog advisory. That goes until 10 a.m. I think we'll see some breaks in it by then, but this is really thick, area-wide, and visibility map. I don't know if I've seen one like this in a while. We are down, in many cases, like at our airport, we're below a quarter of a mile right now. So if you are flying out, I was checking on the delays. The flight out to Dallas, it's scheduled for 9:36. It's delayed until 10:17. I know that can mess with connections and things like that. I'm sorry, wait, that's the arrival. So the departure is, yeah, that's delayed from 10:06 to 10:51. So an arrival is delayed, a departure is delayed. That's the only flights in and out for right now. But until that fog breaks a little bit, we're going to see some issues out there. And you see those visibilities are way down, 60 degrees outside. We have a light southerly breeze for today, generally around 60 right now. We won't warm up until the fog really breaks because you're not going to warm much with that. But a light southerly wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. That is what we're looking at right there. Merry Christmas to everyone. Hey, yeah, I realize now it's Christmas Eve. I got all wrapped up into my ornament and the fog craziness. I did love building you fires, Mom, and I still do. I'm definitely the fire guy around here. So fog by 10 a.m. or still at 10 a.m. It will break around then. So praying that you actually get out if you're in on that flight heading to Dallas. But right now that fog not relenting. Visibilities are down less than a quarter of a mile at the airport. That's not good, and it's not good in my opinion that we're going to hit near 80. But look at this, a marginal risk for severe weather from Crescent City, California down to Los Angeles and then in the Sacramento Valley. So they have a risk for severe weather out that way with the craziness going on. But for us here, no real risk of anything like that. The future cast on the GFS showing that we have one little front, well, one big front coming through. It's not going to have a lot of rain, but it's going to be strong. And those Arctic fronts, as they settle through a lot of times, don't contain a lot of rainfall, but they're going to change the weather greatly. We're going to see temperatures falling from like near 80 into highs in the upper 40s. So I'll do a map thing where I say, hey, it's going to fall this much in the next 24 hours or whatever. Probably about a 50-degree slide from the highs to the lows down near 30. So it's going to go from very warm and spring-like feel down to below freezing. Now we have rain chances along that front, but not much happening, less than a quarter of an inch out of that one in your 7-day forecast. Merry Christmas, everyone. Christmas Eve today, Christmas dancing tree tomorrow, and then we cool things off after that front on Sunday. 58 on Monday, could be falling temperatures on Monday, actually, so it's going to probably get down to the 40s in the afternoon, and then we start off Tuesday at 29, high of 49. I think New Year's Eve is looking chilly, but not overly cold, nothing crazy going on there with big storms or snow or ice or anything like that. The next 8 days, the 8 to 14 day outlook from January 1st to January 7th. There we go. It looks like it's going to be a little bit above where we would climatologically be, but I don't think it's going to be near what we're seeing now. So the red on this map, much different than the red we are under right now. Right now we're 20 plus degrees above where we should be. By then we'll probably be about 5. So that's going to feel a lot different, and we are going to see, I think, probably in about 12 days or so, a round of showers and maybe thunderstorms. This is just a rough look at it in that like 11 to 13 day day window. Models are starting to hint at something coming in. It doesn't look over the top. It doesn't look like a crazy severe outbreak because the jet stream is really going to typically be running from around British Columbia down through New England. So it's kind of zonal with a little bit of a northwesterly flow tilt to that. And that keeps the cold air bottled up to the north. That keeps, we will get glancing blows of that cold air down here, but it also keeps the storm track away. So nothing too heavy, nothing too crazy. Let's take a look at the fog once again, and then I'll get out of here. I will be here tomorrow, Christmas. Tom's not streaming in the evenings. I don't make him do that. He's going up to see family in Northeast Texas, I believe. But there was Toledo Bend real quick. That is what it looks like outside from 80 feet up on the camera at Cenla Broadcasting on Texas Avenue. I don't know how far the water tower is, but it's not far, and you can't see it. I'm trying to pick out anything. Maybe I see... I don't know. I don't think, I really can't make it out, and you can barely see those rooftops there. So it's not like you put your hand in front of your face and you can't see it, but those visibilities are down below 1/4 mile, so there will be delays at the airport on that Dallas flight, which is the only one out right now, and we have one coming in from there. So if you are traveling, I think you get out, but you might miss your connection because so far the delay, about 45 minutes. So Merry Christmas to everyone. I will be here tomorrow. I'm not going to stream in the afternoons. If we had something crazy, severe, or even a big system coming in, I would. But I figure, Christmas Eve, go enjoy your family. We have our church service at 5 o'clock, so I will go and do that and have fun there and celebrate what the season is truly about. And I will see you back here tomorrow.